っと息を飲めば消えちゃいそうな光がきっとまだ
Hey everyone, I'm Jaren and we are reviewing the 2017 anime Fireworks. Some of you are wondering, why am I reviewing a movie that came out a few years ago? Well, let's just say that there are a few things I wanted to say verbally that I couldn't put into writing. Watching the trailer, I was already sold on the fact that the producer of Your Name was behind this, and I was like, yeah, Your Name is a phenomenal film, count me in. The film follows two best friends, Norimochi and Yatsuke, and their fascination with their classmate Yatsuna. She's the shy, enigmatic, pretty girl in class, and this mysterious glass ball comes into play, and apparently it gives you the power to turn back time. And it turns out that Norimochi uses it for a second chance to secure a date with Natsuna. And if I had to be purely honest, it was disappointing. First of all, there was this weird reliance on 3D CGI animation that did not go well and was rather inconsistent with the rest of the 2D animation. Like, I do admit that there was an appeal to it, especially with the fireworks sequences, and then otherwise it was just so off. The second issue I had with it, and this is a big one, but it was the script. You can turn this movie into a drinking game because for the entirety of the movie, even the first half, they are all arguing about whether fireworks explode sideways or in circles. And apparently it's an argument that just stays with all these characters, and like they constantly talk about the fireworks, reminding you that it is a movie about fireworks. Not to mention they were also bringing up the bust size of their teacher and whether she had a boyfriend or not, which was kind of crude, a little bit funny, but And then there's Natsuna, who's just struggling with some internal emotional pain, and it's kind of weird because we never really get to the full root of why she's the way she is, and as well as the main character, like what are their motivations of even liking each other, like why does suddenly she is interested in the one friend and then the other one, and then when they do this whole time warp, time travel thing, and they redo some of the situations that they're in, which isn't even a lot, there were just a lot of decisions that didn't make sense. This also made a lot of the character development with our three main characters very shallow, very soulless. Even the dialogue, it just felt so unnatural and awkward and just shrouded in so much questions. I mean, keep in mind, it's the first time that the character Norimichi and Natsuna are actually interacting or hanging out with each other, and then suddenly she goes like, we should elope and run away together. And then, number 3, this is where it really lost me, alright? So, 59 minutes in, they're on the train, and of course, Natsuna is talking about her talent and that she could sing, and then we suddenly see the animation going into a little fantasy realm where she becomes a princess, and she's on a carriage, and then she's being pulled by these glass horses, and then they enter this whole ecstatic pink and all world, and I was like, where did this come from? Is this from the glass ball, which we didn't get any real subtext to? And I get when it comes to the mysterious glass ball that time travels, we're not going to get the full like story origin of what it is and how it properly functions, but even with our main characters and how even Norimochi like travels back for the first time or even does it the second time and how he figures out how to work it, we don't have that moment where he just realizes, wow, we are in a strange world. You know, up until the fireworks, he's just like, this is not our world. Like, no shit. The final results with Norimochi and Natsuna was actually quite a beautiful sequence, but the final moments of the film was actually like, huh? You decided to end it there? With a story/concept like this in a 90-minute film, it just needed to be longer. I just felt like the filmmakers just laid out the pitch for this movie and was like, oh, where do we go from here? Oh, let's just go ahead and end the film right away. Just very ambiguous. I wouldn't say it's the worst film I've seen, but I expected a lot better. I mean, I wouldn't mind watching it again. I checked it out on Blu-ray and DVD for those of you who are on the streaming services, and I definitely know it's on Netflix. It might be on other platforms, but I hope you guys are having a wonderful start to the weekend. Stay safe, sane, and sanitary. I'm Jaren, and I will see you guys next time. Okay.